What's going on, everybody? This is your review for Real Housewives of. I put an A here. Housewives of Potomac. Season 7, episode 16. So it picks up where we left off for the most part, where Karen is saying to Giselle, we know that Jamal lives in your phone, whatever. Robin is then asked about marriage. I don't know who that question came from. Karen brings up a post that Giselle made where she was going into a jewelry store, and she pretty much was able to piece together like, okay, well, I know you and Jamal ain't real because we all know that. So, simple deduction. You was there with Juan for Robin. And Giselle is definitely thrown aback by it. Robin says that it's almost, basketball season, whatnot. She's going to continue to support Juan, but she's not going to propose to him. The ball is in his court. The ladies then go on to ride the toboggan. Looks fun. They go to the food market. Then they just go shopping in general. Candace talks to Ashley about motherhood, and Ashley is taken aback by it because she even alludes to, okay, well, when I was going through what I was going through with the miscarriage and trying to conceive yet again, what all Candace said and gave to me, not to mention the things that she had posted online. So it's kind of weird that we're having this conversation where it's like you want her to be sympathetic to you and empathetic to you when she got none of that. Understandable. Giselle and Karen go off, and off to the side, Giselle attempts to check/hush Karen over the whole wedding thing. And Karen even said, "Are you trying to hush me up? Because obviously that's not going to happen." And Giselle said something along the lines of, "If it was, let's just say it was happening, let that be, for Juan and Robin, and let her be surprised by it." And that was the confirmation that Karen needed. She was like, "Okay, got it. He's proposing." So they're getting ready for dinner. Giselle is at the bar with Ashley, talking about how they're going to give Wendy's going to be an initiation bullshit to get her, where they're just going to place some rubber snakes and spiders on her bed, and then even jump out and surprise her. She also talks to Ashley about Juan proposing because she needs an ally, because she doesn't have one, and also because Ashley can't keep a secret. So they're at dinner. So they all go to dinner. Candace reveals that she's ready for children, and she says in her confessional, given what happened between her and Monique and how she was able to handle that, lets her know that she's ready for motherhood. If that ain't the most ignorant, stupid shit that I've ever heard, I can't even find a suitable replacement word. Like, come on now. So first you think that having a dog is going to get you ready, when a dog and a baby, a human that is a baby, those ain't the same things. And you being able to deal with a conflict that you contributed to. All right, whatever. Ashley brings up, now given her having these feelings and even reservations after, hearing some of the women mention what they've gone through when it comes to birthing, but it's not something that's common, like frequently talked about. It gives her pause. But Ashley's thing is, now with you going through this, you will understand the stress that Michael and I went through and how you helped to contribute to that. And she pretty much talks about her accusing Michael of crocodile tears and all, and the whole gambit. Candace mentions her therapy and how her going to therapy has helped her and is continuing to help her communicate in such a way that she is not attacking somebody. Okay. And she pretty much lets her know, like, I just want to move forward from this. Karen then says to Ashley, kind of saying, like, I understand what you and Michael are going through and the stressors and trying to get past it, protecting your husband, X, Y, and Z. She mentions what she and Ray were going through to the table, and that was a way for her to meet Ashley where she was and then also give the girls a little something for them to nibble on when it comes to her business. Uh-huh. So Ashley says to Candace she wants to move forward, but it is hard, which I totally understand it. Where you have somebody that is constantly coming for your neck over some stuff where it's like you want to sit here and move past it, but it's hard. And Giselle says to her, remember, you acted the same exact way that she's currently acting before you had your child. And true, true, but her transformation actually started to happen before getting ready for the baby, but that's not here nor there. And Robin says to her, the same way you feel about you and your situation with Michael, it's the same way I feel about me and I'm putting the word situationship, but situationship with Juan. And Giselle says to Candace that in essence, when Ashley did what she did to a lot of us here, she went above and beyond to not only say but show that she's trying to get this thing on the right track. And maybe Ashley feels like you're not giving that to her, but literally what that equates to is, yes, she verbally apologized, now she's following it up with action and change behavior, which I think some people fail to realize. An apology without action ain't nothing but words. I continue to say that because that is an actual factual. You can apologize to you blue in the face, but if you are not changing your actions to go with said apology, what can we say? Just generally speaking. And Candace says, I apologize for however and whatever. And that's one thing that I don't like. Because she literally just told you at the table and on more than one occasion, you have said this. You have done this. You've made me feel this way. You've made my husband feel this way. So she's literally saying yet again, and from how it's cut up, probably went into further detail. And for her to just say, I apologize for however and whatever, that ain't an apology. It's not. And again, maybe it's just me, but if you go apologize to me, say, you know what, I apologize for saying this and this and this and this and this and this. I apologize for doing this and this and this. I apologize for making you feel this way because of the things that I've said and I've done. That is an apology. But I digress. So after dinner, they do the Wendy praying. Nothing much to say there, but the shit was funny. Because at first I'm sitting here like, this ain't going to be funny, but it was funny. It was hilarious. So the very next day at the pool, actually, let me just skip ahead right quick. Karen and Candace sit down. And Karen pretty much says to Candace that she commends her for her growth and how she didn't let anyone, more or less actually, push and pull her buttons. Commending her for her growth, but also trying to show her that even though I'm not picking a side between you and Monique, I can still be there for you. Now, look, you have Giselle and Robin. They talk about the pictures for Robin headline. Robin feels that Karen was not giving the youthfulness and the chic that this line is supposed to embody. And out of the entire set of pictures, or the reel that was specifically dedicated to Karen, they were only able to get 2 pictures. And one of her with the head kind of down where you can't see her eyes, and another one where you see a side shot. I forget what it's called, but just a side shot. So pretty much like this. That's it. And Giselle asks, are you going to cut her out? Long story short, she is. They bring up Karen's love life, and pretty much the whole Giselle bringing up that Karen has said that Ray said that he doesn't know if he's still in love with Karen. And then it's brought up, is Karen still in love with him? You know, what is their sex life like? Which is like, why are y'all concerned? Because if you're going to sit there and bring up her sex life just as easily as y'all, you know, putting that mirror in her face, she can put it back at both of y'all and literally, I'm going to stop. So anyway, and then they're talking about what sex life sex looks like with them. Giselle doesn't want to imagine it. Robin is standing there saying, "Oh, he will." I can imagine that Ray is just standing there in his socks, and it's like Giselle is setting you up to get your ass read at the reunion. Again, Giselle ain't stupid. It baffles me that the women don't see how she strategically puts things into place, and she just backs away. She'll, set the kindling, put it on the fire, and walk away, and have you blow on the kindling, and now that the fire is erupted, when you're the one that set the kindling on the. Anyway, enough of these analogies. Robin even says that she recalls a time that was not on camera or there's no audio footage of, so why we bring it up. Karen says she doesn't like Ray's soldier. Okay, I can't wait for her to get you. So Ashley joins the green-eyed gremlins, and they ask her if she had talked to Candace. She says no, and then she mentions to them that at some point she's going to have to talk to Candace about. I knew that was going to happen. One second. Okay, and the time this up, she says that she's going to have to talk to Candace about writing a character statement against her for Monique. She says that Monique asked her to write this statement. I'm sorry, no, she says that Monique's family, the Samuels, have wrote statements on Michael's behalf stating that at the party he did not grab anyone's behind because someone said that Chris had saw it when Chris said he didn't. And the girls feel that this is just Ashley returning the favor. And she also mentions that she's concerned for Monique's family, but more or less Monique, possibly being arrested, all the other stuff. Giselle said, "Oh, well, she's not going to go to jail," and Ashley's like, "Well, we don't know that." And of course, it's mostly Robin that's doing most of the talking to Ashley, trying to pry at her, and they pretty much just said, "Yeah, y'all relationship is probably just done at this point," and that was pretty much it. So next week we'll see set conversation happen. So yeah, I'm sorry, my train of thought truly got messed up, so my bad for the way this is ending, but that's all I got. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and share. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.